Happy Sunday, Steemians! This is Energy Addict 22. I'm starting another tutorial for you. As you recall, last time we talked about the Genobot and how awesome she is and helping you manage your Steemit account. But one other tool that works really well in conjunction with the Genobot is a site called Steemauto that I use quite often. And I'm going to show you how to find it, how to get started with it, and what some of the functions that you can utilize within it. Once you get on there, you'll be able to play with it with yourself and decide how best to use it for you. But I'm going to show you some basics of that today. Okay, so let's get started with Steemauto. Before we do anything else, I want to point out that Steemauto, I'm going to bring this up right here, it's a free service. However, these guys are doing a lot of work, and on the donations section of their page, they point out some of their expenses, which I think are very reasonable expenses. They're not asking for a ton, but they are asking for some support in maintaining the page. Now, I understand that many of you do not have a whole lot of Steam-backed dollars or Steam at your disposal, but if you do have something, then please throw them a bone. They could really use some of the assistance, and this service is really there's so many cool things about it that I'd like to see it keep going. So if you don't have quite one Steam or one SBD, I'm going to show you. I'm going to go to my wallet here and just show you. You can use the transfer function, and you'll see that I sent them half a Steam-backed dollar. And so currently my donation rate to Steemauto is going to be half a Steam-backed dollar until I hit 2,000 under Steam Power. Right now you'll see that I have some lease power, but once I hit 2,000 actual Steam Power, I'll up that to $1. So just want to make you aware that a lot of these cool things that are out there, yeah, they're free, but they're happening because people are doing some really hard work to maintain them and to make them functional and useful. So so don't forget to share some of your success with the tools and the resources that are helping to get you there. So let's start off with what I think is the coolest part about Steemauto. You see that they have a list of different things you can do on the site. My favorite, though, is the Fanbase. And the reason is because I become a fan of a lot of people on Steemit, and I interact with you guys, and I decide that I really like some of the stuff you're putting out, and I want to make sure that I don't forget to upvote you. And so as a result, Steemauto has this cool function where I can just auto vote for the people that I like. So you'll notice that there's quite a few people here on my list. And at the very top of the list is Curator, because they're the first account that I decided that I would definitely follow. One of the reasons is that it helps me maintain my tier levels with them, and you want to make sure that if you are a member of Curator, that you're getting them 7 upvotes a week, and that they're decent size upvotes. So let's say you have a friend and you want to add them in. All you need is their handle. So for like Curator, it would just be Curator. You don't have to use the ampersand, the @ symbol. And then you click on follow, and you'll get a little message saying that it's been added successfully. And then once it's in your list of people you're following, you just click on settings here, and I'm just going to go through it, and you'll see my settings here for Curator. So I have them set for a 25% upvote, which right now is about 25 cents on my account. And my upvotes come 29 minutes after they post, and I will upvote them twice a day. So if they post 5 times a day, they still only get 2 upvotes from me. But I do have it set for 25%, and again, that's about 25 cents. Let's talk about this number, the 29 minutes number. There is some complex algorithm that Steemit has built into it that says that if you upvote a post before 30 minutes, then a portion of your upvote of your curation rewards is going to actually go to the author. I'm not sure why this is, but If you upvote early on in an author's post, say in the first 10, 15 minutes, your curation rewards are going to be pretty small. But if someone upvotes the post before you do, then your curation rewards decline. So you want to be early in the voting process, but you don't want to be too early. So I have most of mine set at 29 or 30 minutes because I like to be a supporter early on, but I also like my curation rewards. So I have it set at 29 for Curator, and then once I have this all set, you can just click on Save Settings, and what you'll see up in the right is changes successfully saved, and then that will be added in. And again, you can adjust these however you choose. I have many different people. I'm following, I guess, 30 people that I have set for automatic upvotes, and these are for different percentages. Of course, you choose what's best for you, but I think this is the coolest thing about Steemauto. The second coolest thing about Steemauto is scheduling posts. Some of you, like me, have what I call a real job, which means that we don't really like it necessarily, but we have to go there. And so you're at your real job and you can't always post on a daily basis, but you do maybe have some time on a Sunday like I do today. And so you can make many different posts, enter them in here with the tags, everything that you would do on Busy or any other of wherever else you write your articles, and then you can just set a time and a date. So maybe posting at a certain time of day is more important for you than others. But either way, you can set the time and date. You could write 7 articles and get them all uploaded on here, and then they'll just post once a day for the whole week, and you're done. Maybe that's how you manage your account. That's up to you. For me, I usually write maybe 2 or 3 maximum at a time, and but most of the time it's one at a time, and then I post them directly. But I do love this function because if I'm going to be on a plane for a day and a half flying back to the States, or I'm traveling, or I'm busy doing some barbecues or something, I can't always get on Steemit. This is a great tool. Some other cool things. You can upvote people who comment automatically on your stuff. I don't utilize this so much. The only people I have set here are my daughter and my wife's accounts. So if they comment on one of my posts, then I will automatically upvote their comment. For the rest of you, I read your comments. So if you write good comments, it's intelligent, it's well thought out, you get a bigger upvote. If you send me a nice post comment, you probably won't get an upvote at all. But anywhere in between, I try to give people some kind of reward for reading through my posts and actually contributing in one way or another. Also, the people who contribute the most are the folks that usually become my friends on Steemit. So that's my system. I think this is a cool little tool. It's not as great as the first 2 I showed you. Another one is claim rewards. So automatically every 15 minutes I have this set so that my rewards on my Steemit account are automatically deposited into my Steam Power and my SBD account. So we'll go back to my page here. You can see that we have claim rewards, claim rewards, claim rewards. Every 15 minutes it automatically goes from this section somewhere up here right into my account, and then and this way I don't have to really worry about it. And it does it every 15 minutes. Again, if there's something you're into, good for you. If you're not into it, then you don't have to enable it. You can just disable. The last thing, you can check this out for yourself, but I highly recommend it for people who do not get on Steemit every day, and sometimes don't vote every day. If you're not voting every day, you're leaving money on the table. Don't leave money on the table. Vote every day. You get 11 100% votes a day. If you can't find people to vote for, then follow a trail. 2 trails that I suggest are Curie and Curator. I love Curator. I'm a huge fan. I'm a member, and I am super supportive of them in every way possible. So I recommend following their trail. But Curie also does a really good job of selecting really good content, especially from minnows and planktons. So if you don't have time to vote yourself, start a trail. You can add the trail in here. So I don't do this anymore, but I'll show you how. So I type in Curator, and then I can set this to follow. It'll ask me, are you sure? Yes. And then I can create the settings. So successfully followed, and then by default it says 50% upvote. I'm going to go to settings. Now you can go ahead and change this. There's a up and down button here, but you can just type it in, maybe 25%, and you can scale voting weight if you want, or you can have a fixed voting weight, and you can also set the time before voting, and then click on Save Settings. So I'm not going to do the follow on the trail because I do all my votes myself, but for those of you that don't have the time, again, this is a really cool tool that Steemauto offers. All right, so that's it for the day. I hope you'll check out Steemauto. I will post the links, and I will also give you an outline, a summary of what we discussed here in this video so that you don't necessarily have to watch and listen to the whole thing. But I do enjoy that you stopped by, and I hope to see many of your comments on this article and on my other posts, and hope to interact with as many of you as possible so that we can grow our network and also build our accounts together. So I wish you all the best. Have a fantastic week, and we will see you next time when we talk about some more tools.